plastic hearts, all our belongings in shopping carts. It's goodbye.
What are you doing at this time of day? Playing hooky, I suppose. I'll just call the principal and tell him.
It's Saturday, Mrs. DeVos.
Makes no difference if it's Saturday. I wonder if your father knows where you are.
We've been going to town by ourselves since we were this high.
Don't you lie to me. Jeremy Finch, Monty Atkinson told me you broke down her scuppernong arbor this morning. She's going to tell your father, then you're going to wish you never saw the blade day. If you want to send to the reform school before next week, my name's not DeVos.
No, ma'am, I have not done such a thing.
Don't you contradict me, and you! What are you doing in those overalls? You should be in a dress and camisole, young lady. You'll grow up waiting on tables if somebody doesn't change your ways. I think waiting on tables at the OK Cafe.
Come on, Scout. Don't pay attention to her. Just hold your head up high and be a gentleman.
Not only a Finch waiting on tables, but one in the courthouse longing for niggers. What has the world come to when a Finch goes against his raising? I'll tell you. Your father's no better than the niggers and trash he works for.
Jem, are you responsible for this?
Yes, sir.
Why'd you do it?
She said you longed for niggers and trash.
So you did it because of that?
Yes, sir.
And I have no doubt that you have been annoyed by your contemporaries about me lying for niggers, as you say. But to do something like this to a sick old lady is unexcusable. I strongly advise you to go and have a talk with Mrs. DeVos. Come straight home after. Go on, I said. Come back here. Scout, you're mighty big to be rocked.
You don't care what happens to him. You just send him off to get shot when all he was doing is standing up for you.
It's not time to worry yet. I don't think Jen would be the one to lose his head over this. I thought it would be you.
Why should we keep our heads? No one at school keeps their head about anything.
When summer comes, you'll have to keep your head about far worse things. It's not fair for you and Jem. I know that, but sometimes we have to make the best of things. You and Jem are grown. Maybe you'll look back on this with some compassion and some feeling that I didn't let you down. This case, Tom Robinson's, is something that goes to the essence of a man's conscience. Scout, I couldn't go to church and worship God if I didn't try to help that man.
Atticus, you must be wrong.
How's that?
Well, most folks think they're right when you're wrong.
They're certainly entitled to think that, and they're entitled to full respect for their opinions, but before I can live with other folks, I've got to live with myself. The one thing that doesn't abide by majority rule is a person's conscience. Well, son?
I cleaned it up for her, and I said I was sorry, but I ain't. And I'll work on them every Saturday to make them grow back out.
There was no point in saying sorry if you aren't. Jem, she's old and ill. You can't hold her responsible for what she says and does. Of course, I'd rather she said it to me than either of you, but we can't always have our druthers.
Atticus, she wants me to read to her.
Read to her?
Yes, sir. She wants me to go to her house every day and after school and even Saturday to read to her for 2 hours. Atticus, do I have to?
Certainly.
But Atticus, she wants me to do it for a month.
Then you'll do it for a month.
Atticus, everything's all right on the sidewalk, but inside everything's all dark and creepy and shadows on the ceiling.
That should appeal to your imagination. Just pretend you're in the Radley house.
So you brought that little dirty little sister of yours, did you?
My sister ain't dirty, but I ain't scared of you.
You may commence reading, Jeremy. Come closer. Come to the side of the bed.
Miss DeBose, are you alright?
Shoo, y'all go home.
Oh! Don't you lie to me. Not only if...
Oh, excuse me, Cody, start reading.
Oh!
Shoo, y'all go home.
I'm supposed to get up and leave now. I guess we'll do that again. Oh my god.